mark your finish line already?
Yeah, I did.
Perfect.
Yesterday.
Good deal. So yeah, as I mentioned, basically as we spin laps, I'll be talking you through everything I'm doing in the car. So where I'm looking, sort of what I'm thinking about, braking as far as the initial application, getting it established, and then from there, how I'm bleeding out of the brake and how long I'm staying on it, like you mentioned, is to keep those front tires in good, solid compliance with the track so we can tell the car where we want it to go.
Okay.
Shifting will be the same. As Rico mentioned, it's not going to be 100% speed. You know, we're leaving a few seconds on the table. It's going to be quick, but with that being said, you know, I'm really going out there just showing you a smooth, quick, comfortable pace.
Yep.
That permitting that you guys are doing stuff correctly, you can, you know, get close to.
Yep.
Aside from the braking, were there any parts on the track, corner-wise in particular, that felt like they were giving us more grief than others?
You know, I don't think so. Only if, put it this way, I know what I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
I just don't always do
I gotcha.
what I'm supposed to do. There's some times where I think I turn in a little late, and then I can feel what that does to me. I mean, I can tell when I've done it right. I can feel it.
It's good. No, I mean, that's honestly, that's sort of the process we go through.
And there's no stress then.
Right.
The stress is when you're not doing it right.
And then you got to make it. Yeah. Then you got to make a pretty big adjustment.
Yep. But I didn't have to slam on the brakes and just stop.
There you go. You kept it on track, so that's for us. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a little louder.
All right. So steady throttle, looking out for my exit, roll it right back to the floor. Back over to the right. Initial braking, still on the brake, off it. Back to throttle, braking. Ease off it, back to throttle. Steady throttle to the center, little brake, back to throttle, lifting, back to brake, carry it in, up and over. This one's easy for drivers to make a mistake on, so swinging it real wide in the center, patience, looking through the apex, focusing on turn-in point. With 90 degrees of steering input, car had no problem slowing down. So in that right there, we broke way later than normally would have too. Normally I'm braking around the 2. That was about 50 foot too late and was still able to get the car stopped in plenty of time. So that way you guys have the confidence to trust.
Yeah.
If you make a mistake, you can trust the brakes and the car's not going to do anything unexpected. feel like that was helpful?
Yeah, very much so.
Good.
It tells me that I'm basically in the right spots, and it also tells me that I'm about 25% of what you do, but my car can do 100% of what this car does.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's why we do it. It just helps build that confidence, so it's one less thing you got to think of.
Yeah.
Permitting you're doing your part and you're doing your stuff correctly, the car will the car will
They're amazing.
pay you back. Exactly.
So, what speed did you get up to on that straightaway?
I wasn't really looking. I'd say, I mean, it was close to 120.
Okay. Yeah, people are talking about how fast they got. I don't look at it.
Right. No, you
I'm
shouldn't.
looking down the...
Yeah, unless that's my main goal that I'm really focused on, I'm never looking.
Actually, oftentimes I'm looking at when the instructor's braking.
Yeah, that's the way. That's honestly the best thing to do.
Because the guy ahead of me usually isn't doing it right.
Right. Yeah.
But the instructor, if I watch him... Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That was...